Now, Central Oregon's local alert weather with Katie Suniga.
Good morning and happy Wednesday, Central Oregon. We are waking up today to fairly clear skies. Just a few clouds you can see here along the horizon, and that sun is coming up on a day that will be transitioning from where we were with those really cool temperatures, well below average scattered showers that we saw yesterday, into a warmer, more summer-like conditions to usher in the first day of summer, which is this weekend. Here's a look at the satellite and radar image as we're seeing it today. If you look off to the east, that is the low pressure system that delivered us those showers yesterday and the ones on Monday. It is continuing to move east, and behind it we're seeing a nice clearing with temperatures in the high 60s to low 70s today. Here's where we ended up yesterday, pretty close to what was expected. Those mid to high 50s in Bend, low 60s in Redmond. We stayed in those lower 60s to upper 60s along the valley, high 50s to low mid 60s along the coast. And then we actually made it into the 70s out through the gorge. The changes for us are going to start later today. Right now we're waking up cool again, a little bit cooler in some places here in Central Oregon than we were yesterday, partly due to the fact that we did not have the clouds this morning to hold in that little bit of heat that we did have. Here's our forecasted highs for today. You can see we could be making it back into the low 70s in Redmond. This is still below average. We're usually about the mid 70s this time of year. High 60s in Bend, low 70s through the valley, and that continues out to about the mid 70s in Pendleton, and then we round out to the east in those upper 60s all the way down into Lakeview. For our temperatures right now in Central Oregon, we have this cool start, higher 20s in Lapine and Sun River. It got very chilly there last night, and then the high 30s to low 40s for the rest of the region. The warm up begins today. We could see the 70s anywhere from Redmond, Prineville up into Warm Springs, as well as in Sun River and Lapine, and pretty close in Sisters and Bend. So depending on how quickly that system moves out, the ridge moves in, we could actually all make it into the lower 70s today. For tonight, we get back to average. We're looking at temperatures in those low to mid 40s all the way across the region, right about where we typically are this time of year. So here is that low pressure center we saw on the satellite and radar image. It is continuing to move up to the northeast, and then today, as I mentioned, we start to see that ridge build in by Thursday, and then Friday it moves in even a little bit more. It's dropping a little bit, so that lessens our chance of potentially making it into the 90s this weekend. On our future track, there's nothing much to see. The clouds clear out by the day, a few stay along the Cascades, and then we just get to mostly clear skies with just a few little puffy clouds here and there to decorate our sky. Here's a look at the 7-day. As I mentioned, we get into those low 70s today. We start into the 80s on Thursday. That continues all the way through the weekend into next week.